Single overhead things. I realised I wasn't filming. I was happy with how I was going, and now I started filming and I started wrecking everything. Right. About time we got to work on this big gem. Putting the cam in, put the springs in, dial this big girl up, waiting on head studs to come. I put head studs in it straight away. And then she goes in, and then it gets loom done.
Goes wop wop. And
it goes ton halal tech. Oh, in-tech things. He's happy. We're getting work done. Valve springs are in. Had to get retainers because there's two different types of AU springs. Early model, late model. Late model is a conical spring, which is tapered, that means. And yeah, they look like a that. And you'll see, focus camera please, thank you. You'll see that's got quite the taper on it. If I hold it like not a nappy. And then, so that collet, that retainer I should say, is very little compared to those ones. So we're waiting on them as to why we haven't done any more on this. Soz Lawson, here you go, have this one. Head studs in. Next is the big lump stick itself that sits in there. And then we're doing something to do with this. If anyone knows what that is. I don't even know what that is, Lawson. Who's doing that for you?
Yep, Google.
So, no, we got a dial gauge, I think that's called, with some clock timing on it.
Angle wheel,
yes. So anyway, we're going to dial this cam in is what we're going to do. Somehow.
Fake it till you make it.
I'm not even faking it. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, we're going to get this cam in it. It's going to be good. It's going to go black. Oh yeah, look at the setup. Anyhow, she's degreed in. We put it more wherever it fell to because they were loose, to be honest. I think they're near zero. And timing, measurements, dial gauge, etc. We're pretty well bang on what the time card asks for. Now I'm going to change it by a couple of degrees to suit what we want with boost. And cam is degreed in. I've got gloves on, call me Sam. So clean though, look at me. We're out here roll caging on the big EL, yeah? EL, yep. What are we calling it? Eleanor?
Can do. That's
why? Eleanor's stunning. Huh?
Eleanor's like Mustang.
Oh, is it a fast Mustang?
Oh, it's off. Gone 60 seconds. The OG movie.
Yeah, I don't really watch movies, so I've lost it. Anyway, apparently Eleanor's off a movie, so this is basically that car. Anywho, Lawson's been just tubing and bar working with some tips, but in my opinion, he's been doing all of it, and I just helped him like create that angle there because he wants this door angle, this door bar, to be trustworthy. Were his words. So then I managed that one for him, and he was like, I feel like I'm pissing in my own pocket here. And he's like, that's what he wanted. Anywho, trap for young players. I haven't welded it off yet, obviously. Actually, the seatbelt's on the other side, so you don't need to pull it off, because that's annoying. But that's door bar's done, bro. I'll weld that off. I just welded that plate to it down there. Same thing over there. Backstays are in. And this guy is allowed passengers. Got some fresh injectors, so doing a flow and cleaning the ultrasonic test, in the ultrasonic bath. Back on the tester. 5,000 RPM, 50-50 duty. I've got my old one, 1650 here, and these are ID 2000, injector dynamics. Well, that's them. Not too bad. The more they flow, you see percentage change, that's for sure. This is what I used to have. Way down here for the same thing. Now this may have slightly different offsets for dead time for how that solenoid opens and closes. But these definitely flow a lot more. And they're pretty consistent. I'm lost for words there. Don't know how to start the video. We have it on the Barra. The reason being, Freddy's motor, the big one, grout filled, all the good stuff, PPM rods and stuff, might not be ready for an event I've booked the car in for. Super Nats. Not the most important event, but We rarely get to use our cars, so I want to use the car. Machine shop is still working on his thing. He's just flat out, he can't help that. And I need him to do the work, so I can't wait too much longer. Hey mate, how are you? Where was I? Saying good day to the young fella. So, machine shop, he can't help it, he's flat out. But I'm pretty keen on getting a motor in the car. I want to hear the new turbo, and I want to go to the event, basically. So, we got a basic 2005 BA Barra here. I've got these rods, which I brought with me here. Atomic Superga rods is what they're called. They got oil-fed gudgeon, all the good stuff for a HPM rod. Then I put those rods on this crank, and then I need good pistons. I think I'll put head studs in it. I'm undecided on that. Sort of just pushing the boundaries a bit, build a motor, abuse it at a weekend, and then pull it back out, and then we have a good motor sitting here for something. The patrol motor brakes, I put this in it. Someone's motor brakes, we put this in it, because it's done to sort of owe me nothing. I've got valve springs out of my old head, out of the hold setup. I need to buy oil pump gears and some gaskets. We should be away. Oh, and some bearings. Ah, you're down, mate. Right, I'll pull this thing apart and see if it's usable. Hopefully it is, because it's already on the engine stand. So far, so good. The oil pickup, just looking at it now, looking the goods. We do have some good bearing clearance. Just checking the thrust, so just put some caps back on. I don't know which way it wants to go at the moment. Let's say we go so, yeah. So we're at 0. Pretty well on 0. And then goes to point, yeah. 0.15, 0.16, you could say. So that is in tolerance, because service limit, or factory spec, is within 0.1 and 0.2. And we're at 0.15. So we're cruising on that. I've got it written here. Crank end play, 0.1, 0.2 mil. That's getting a little more serious for this motor build. There's the crank. Got some blue flipping surgery gloves on here. Pulling the head off, I think I found some pistons. I found a person who can bore and hone the block. I'm just getting measurements with a micrometer and all this other stuff and writing down measurements. Like, it's getting far too serious here. Just working out what bearings to get for the mains and the big end. So I think we got 4 weeks till the event to build the motor, put it in the car, which is no real big drama. New turbo though, and new high mount manifold and everything else. So new dump pipe, new 60mm wastegate. I'm gonna retain the same intercooler for the time being. New injectors, which is okay. Retain the old pump setup till I put the good motor in, because I'm probably gonna run out of time. Thrash, let's get it done. This is actually in good nick. This is one of the better motors I've pulled down. Now I've got 3R rods. Just had the atomic rod and cap with plastic gauge on it, and annoyingly, that's it there. If you ever use plastic gauge, it's a bit of plastic. Oh, I'll show you. It's a little bit of plastic, these broken pieces, yeah. And then it squashes to be this wide or thin. So the more it squashes, the less clearance there is. Makes pretty good sense, doesn't it? Now I would like 0.0025 if I could be picky. So between the bottom two there. That's between that and 10, or what do you call that? Sorry, it's between 1 thou and 15 thou of an inch. If I'm saying those things properly. Yeah, so it's bigger than that. It's pushed larger than that. So it's pretty well that, isn't it? So see how thin this one is once it focuses for us. That one compared to that fat thing there. So this is like pretty well where it needs to be. It's on the tighter side. I wouldn't mind 25 thou. Like, the more I know, this is what I need to find out. Now to go make some decisions, order parts, and get a motor built in time for November. A couple of weeks in November. So what do we got? We've got a month, which is 4 weekends, and 2 of them I know I'm locked up with family stuff. Busy. But this thing's got to send.